Good afternoon. Today is September 30th on Wednesday. Well, it's Wednesday. Anyway, so today I'm going to be subbing on the advanced floor, and today they will be going over blow dry and thermal curling. So basically, they go over it just to get them in the practice of doing it the way that when they take their state board. How they'll be required to do it. So that's what they'll be working on all day today. And it's only the afternoon, so it's kind of like it's a short day for me because it's only 11:30 to 3:30. So they'll do that and then work on some NPAs. But for the most part, they're doing good. But this is the paper that has like the procedure steps and the safety steps and how much time they have to be able to work on it. So if I could show you guys anything more, I will. So this class is basically like, I don't know what you would call this class because basically like no students are here. So I'm just really sitting here kind of doing nothing. I wouldn't say kind of doing nothing because like I can sanitize the tables and the chairs, which I plan to do that. Even though they've already been cleaned, I could just clean them again. And then if there were any like products on the table, I could like put those away. But there's really nothing to do in here because there's no students in this class on this day at this time. So basically, I can kind of do what I want to do. I brought my iPad so I can like read. I can take a break from having this mask on because there's nobody in here. Um, but yeah. While I'm here, I'm going to probably Google another activity that I can probably do for them. Okay, so while I was cleaning up the room, I found a bunch of Essence magazines, like old ones, and one of them was the Essence 2008 Collector's Edition with the Obama family, and they had something in here that I thought was really amazing. Now I gotta find it because I closed the book, but they said it's the unwritten rules, and it says being good on the job is not enough. Learn how to play the game. So I'm going to share a few of the things that the magazine said because I think it's very beneficial. And I learned this lesson in another article like last year, but whatever. So the first one is the boss says, "We missed you at the event on Saturday. You thought the event with the partners wasn't mandatory, so I didn't go." But the translation is, you are expected to be there, especially if you are one of the few persons of color at the company. Involvement in company social events gives you the exposure and access to power brokers, people who really call the shots when it comes to your career. That's where I learned that. I remember. So when I was studying for my instructor's license, they said that in the book, like, not specific to color, but just in general. So when you work at a job, make sure that you are involved because it helps you to be included in things and it helps your name to be brought up. Because a lot of times, like, if you don't come, they'll automatically think like, oh, she thinks she better or she don't want to be a team player, and that's important, especially like working in a school, working in the beauty industry. Even if you do have issues, because I understand there can be issues on the job, still show up because your next job or your next opportunity comes from people that you are introduced to. Like, say you went to that meeting, your next job to get you out of the job that you hate could have been in that room, but you didn't go, Oh, the next one is the boss says, we're just not sure you take your job seriously enough. Your thoughts, my work speaks for itself, so why didn't I get the promotion or raise? Translation, you need to go above and beyond the call of duty, especially in terms of presenting yourself as qualified and as a leader. Working at a conference or overseeing a corporate charity event will show people the value you add. So I know sometimes like this article is geared towards people of color because Essence is a magazine of people of color. But anyways, it's stuff that anybody can use. But that the number two part, I feel like it says a lot because sometimes we think that we're doing the best that we can, but it's like you should check in with people, say like, oh, what did you think about this? Because ultimately the work that you're doing is not for yourself, it's for other people. And we get caught up on, well, my work speaks for itself and I shouldn't have to introduce. No, when you're working for other people, there is a thing where like you're working so hard and they're just not pleased. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like you working for other people, you should want to check in and see like, what do they think about this? Are they okay with that? Like, how good was it? Number three was the boss says, great work on this idea. Let's have someone else help on this. Your thought, I worked late for 2 weeks on this and now they want to undermine me. Translation is, higher ups want to help you manage your workload. Don't fall victim to the superwoman syndrome, which transforms us into the prototypical strong black woman, says Sandra Finley, president and CEO of the League of Black Women, a leadership development organization. Surround yourself with talented supporters who are invested in your success. My last point, beautifully done and beautifully said. A lot of times we act like we can do everything ourselves, we don't need any help, or we feel like when we do get help or handouts that it's or we get help that it's that we have a handout or we couldn't do it on our own. And it's like, no, we were made to work together and to collaborate. And I will say too, like, if you can't succeed on a job if everything that you do it on your own, because of course employers want people who are great at independent work, but they also want to see how well are you as a team player. Even being an entrepreneur or owning your own business, you have to collaborate with other businesses, you have to collaborate with other people, you have to collaborate with your employees. And if you can't work well with others, your business is not going to succeed. That's not being negative, that's just being honest. Like, I worked for someone and she was a great business owner as far as running her own business, but as far as like keeping employees and being a great boss to be able to manage her employees or help them to reach for more, she wasn't good at it. And she ran off a lot of people, but it's like, whether she knows that or she sees that or not is a totally different topic. But that's why I think like when your boss or your supervisor or your manager says like, oh, well, let them help you, because a lot of people see things that you don't see, and because you've been in it for so long, you don't see like, maybe I could have reworded that, or maybe this could have added it to make it pop. Because it's like the thing said, I've been working on this for 2 weeks, day and night. Sometimes you just don't see it, and other people will see it, and other people can bring you a fresh perspective. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I love looking at magazines. I'm a collector of magazines. I might ask if I could take this home. But anyway, I'll see you guys next. Hey guys, so it's the end of the week. Today is Friday. It's like about to be 5:30. I gotta be at the gym at 6. This is what I'm looking like going to the gym. But I did want to give you guys a quick update. And to wrap up this vlog, first, I've been going to the therapist these last few weeks, like I mentioned in my first vlog. Not my first vlog, but vlog before this. Anyway, it's been going great. Then I started working out a few weeks ago. And I've been, I went on a fast recently, so I just feel so good. I feel so good. Like, I don't know about y'all, but when you start working on your mind, you start working on your body, and you start working on your soul, you feel good, you feel great about yourself. I was watching Miss Ashley Devine on YouTube, and she was mentioning that, like, how, she goes to the chiropractor, she goes to the masseuse, she goes to her therapist, she eats well, and she just was saying like how great she feels. And I'm like, that's a very true statement, because I feel like when you feel good about yourself, the way that you show up to life, like the way you show up in your relationships and your friendships, to your family, to your coworkers, you just show up for yourself in a much better place than when you don't feel good about yourself. And I'm not saying that I always feel good about myself all the time, but the older that I've gotten, I've realized, like, why let the fly wreck the beans? Like, it's just not worth it. Like, don't sweat the small stuff, and whatever you can do, do it. Whatever you can't, oh well, it's not that serious. So I'm just so happy because, like I told y'all before, I had been spending so much time a few years ago looking for a therapist. I finally found one. I've always wanted to get into shape, but I just never had the consistency. But like now, I'm a little bit more consistent about it, and plus I'm paying for it, so I'm showing up. Um, but and then even like with my financial breakthrough, I'm just grateful for that. I'll have to link this sermon that I had listened to recently, and the lady was talking about a good break. And I'm like, that is me. Like, I believe that this financial breakthrough for me was my good break. Lastly, I want to wrap this up because I don't want to make it too long. I hope that you guys have a great week. Also, my new thing is I don't believe in missed opportunities. I believe that you are not prepared or it's just not for you. Meaning, an opportunity came to me in real life. An opportunity came to me. I'm like, oh shoot, I could, but I don't have a car right now. And I'm like, oh, I could, just go take the money out of the bank, go and rent the car. And then I thought about, like, hold up, that's a waste of money because what you getting paid is basically you being reimbursed for the rental, and it's not worth it. So it's not a missed opportunity like I used to think in the past. It's just that opportunity was not meant for you, because all of the opportunities that you have are going to come to you with what you have, meaning that you're going to be prepared for it. We often get overwhelmed, or we often think that we've missed opportunities that we are not prepared for. And it's like, now I don't be tripping. I'm like, I mean, shoot, thank you for considering me, but I just can't make it. But anyway, hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'm not sure when I'll be able to vlog again because I don't know when the next time I'll be working as far as subbing or just in general, but I'll just keep you guys up to date. Maybe I'll start working on a photo shoot for my portfolio, so you guys might be able to see that. But have a great day. Bye.